Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Please have a seat. And we'll actually get started by having you just tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I consider myself a world-class IT professional. I pride myself in my ability to deliver extraordinary customer service. I recently got my A+. Well, after I get my A+, I plan on doing a Cloud Plus and Security Plus and Network Plus. So I'm always learning. I'm ready to expand my horizons with IT. So for help desk, I'm just trying to get my foot in the door. So.
Okay. And what experience do you have in this field?
I don't have experience in the help desk in general, but I have a lot of experience with customer service. So I've done a little bit of customer service in the medical field. So basically when I was there, I also had to deal with some of the IT problems. So I basically did a little bit there, and the customer service, because you had to interact with people every single day. Even if it wasn't part of your job description, because sometimes people will walk in, you have to engage, you have to talk to them, or they'll tell you their life story, and you have to be focused on your work and listen at the same time.
Okay. And that being said, what would you say is excellent customer service? What does that mean to you?
You have to keep the customer basically, for help desk in particular, you basically have to just keep asking specific questions. That way, you can narrow down what the exact problem is. So say if they need a password reset, and they call and say, well, my computer just doesn't work. You just have to make sure you ask extra questions so you can narrow down the problem.
Okay. At this company, we like to work primarily in teams. Do you prefer to work in a team setting or alone?
I feel like I can do both. So I'm a team player and I can work individually.
Okay. And what would you say is a network?
A network is basically a group of computers or a group of people basically it's kind of like a domain of computers. Basically, you have like a team all working together on the same maybe like a virtual machine or something like that.
Okay. And what are some of your strengths?
Say one of my strengths is customer service. I'm used to doing it. I've done it for years. And another strength would be I know the technical, and I also know how to apply the technical even when I don't necessarily know exactly what I need to do. I always make sure I ask my team members in case they might know more than me, or if I can't figure it out, I know that I have to escalate.
Okay. And what would you say are some areas you should improve on?
I would just say learning more because technology is always changing. So I always have to keep up with the high learning. I have to keep growing and keep moving. That way I don't get kind of stuck in a rut. That way I always know what's going on and yeah.
Okay. Walk me through how you would handle a customer who calls and says that they have accidentally deleted some files. Tell me step by step what you would say to them.
First, I would just ask more questions. Is this what kind of files did you lose? How did you lose them? Then I would basically walk through the procedures that we would use, or use like a knowledge base, because a knowledge base is basically it's just full of problems, and if it's a specific problem and he lost specific files, you'll be able to tell him step by step exactly what to do and how to get it back.
Okay. Now, that being said, how would you handle an irate employee who calls you and tells you that they cannot access the internet?
Basically, you just try to diffuse the situation, calm down, let them know that you're there to help them, and that you're going to get their problem done quickly and quietly.
Okay. How would you describe the perfect help desk specialist?
I would say the perfect help desk specialist has great customer service. They're patient. They always know what exactly to, even if it might be a little bit frustrating, they know that you have to walk people step by step because they may not know exactly what to do, even though it might seem a little simple to you.
Okay. Lastly, I am a hiring manager, so I don't work with the IT department on a day-to-day basis. That being said, do you have any questions for me?
What kind of environment would I be working in?
Okay. So, for the most part, you will be working independently. On bigger projects, you will be working in a team environment.
Can you describe your SLA?
Unfortunately, that's something that, should you be selected, the manager would be able to describe in more detail.
I guess that's about it.
Okay, thank you very much. Very nice to meet you.
You too.